to God to give me the energy to people firm and strong. Labor right, stand up for justice, stand up for truth. Labor right are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica, nobody for snow, nobody fight. We did a feel the labor right. No shaky boat because a woman will like. We did a feel the labor right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright. We did a feel the labor right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptized. We did a feel the labor right. Right now me nah worry about visa, cause we have one of the greatest leader. Me nah run way, go a foreign like triple X and go beef gravel leg out a freezer. Bout ya fit on green like Tracina. I will say no wage freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see center, my servant center. You know, St. James parameter. Our doctors did have to use garbage bag. Yo, does you go on like you no member? Now blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PNP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good evening, Liberates, and good evening to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Now, I see that we are packing up very fast. So we're going to roll out the shout outs and then we're going to, give or disseminate the information. We have some great news this evening, my people. So let's just roll out the evening shout outs and then let's jump right into it, my people. See? So Larry, big up yourself. Ewan, big up yourself. Michelle Thousand, good evening. Sylvan, big up yourself. Good evening to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good evening, mommy. Meltina, big up yourself. Dana, big up yourself. Verona, big up yourself. Mama Chubby, big up yourself. Jakey, big up. Annette, big up yourself. Ryan, big up yourself. Cherry Berry, big up yourself. Danette, big up. Ewan, big up yourself. Bertie, big up yourself. Good evening to my beautiful wife. Good evening, baby. Mama Winsome, Nemad Shah, good evening. Ernest, big up yourself. Denton Henry, big up yourself, my boss. Who else is here? Kingsley, big up yourself. And good evening to all of the silent watchers. Good evening to the comebacks. Please do not leave tonight, comebacks. We have a lot of goodies for you guys tonight. Now, 2016 was the year our Prime Minister took office. And he made a pledge that he would be fixing the crime problem in Jamaica. I am happy to report to you guys today that as of the 23rd, today is the 24th, now in the UK, so still the 23rd in Jamaica. So as of the 23rd, Jamaica is now experiencing a 50% reduction in murders. And we have never seen it in most of us lifetimes. See, for the persons that have been calling and messaging me, this phone don't usually come on until I'm coming live. So that is when I see your message. So I will respond to them in short order, my people. Another piece of good news. When Andrew Holness took government in 2016, the Jamaican passport could only travel to 58 destinations worldwide. As of January 2026, the Jamaican passport can now take you to 192 destinations worldwide. Just some green heart for my government there. And if you don't believe me, Google it. You can go check it up for yourself. Jamaica has, let me pull up this because I want to read this. So it's Dominica Republic, Cuba, Haiti in global travel power as its passport reigns supreme in new ranking. See, so the Jamaican passport is now leading the Caribbean. Big up to my government again. See, now I am going to play an audio. So we're going to segue a little bit from the good news. Some bad news I hit my people, but I want to bear with me. I want to listen to this from my MP, George Wright. Listen to this.
My people, I am George Wright, the caretaker candidate for Westmoreland Central. I've made some tours in the constituency today, starting from Rose Street, close to where the Member of Parliament office is. If you look on the left-hand side there, you see a lot of debris, garbage, trees that need to be cleaned from out of the town of Sablamar. Coming up to Amity, turn on the road that leads to John's Plain. There's about a quarter mile of garbage on both sides.
And I have seen that quarter mile of garbage myself. And me and Shanice have traversed that road. And our daughter Deja. And we have seen that garbage for real. And from the pictures that I am seeing here, it has actually gotten worse, my people.
Off the road. And there's a road that leads to Cornwall, Hartford. Another quarter mile of garbage block the entire roadways. And then I leave from there and I went up to Pullet Lane, close to Maros. Another pile of garbage. This is unacceptable. And the road that leads to Rowan River going towards the Nutribun factory, a pile of garbage is on these roadways. These are unacceptable, and I'm calling on the Member of Parliament who would have gotten millions of dollars to do cleaning up in the constituency.
I must tell you that nowhere have been cleaned up. And when they did cleanup work is after I went through the community and was showing on my medium here that no cleaning up was done. One truck was sent to do a little bit of cleanup somewhere, but nothing have been done since the storm, my people.
No, my people, I myself is calling, and I want you, the people, to call on the Member of Parliament to ensure that these dump sites are clean. No, Mr. Member of Parliament, wherever you are, ensure that you go and clean these dump sites. I am sure that if you would have called the NSWMA representative and asked them for some dump trucks, they could send some dumper trucks to the constituency to do cleaning up. And why is it that you ignored these dump sites? I'm looking forward to see these dump sites clean. So to you, Mr. Member of Parliament, I am calling on you to clean these dump sites so that When first on our roadways, it can look a more user friendly.
That is what they voted for in Westmoreland, for a pigsty. That is what they voted for. Uno si se PNP careless, uno si se they workless, uno si se they na ambition. And because uno na ambition for yourself and for uno picking them, uno continue to vote for PNP. Uno move right in front of me and go. Anyways, you know, that being said, from my MP, George Wright, we got some projects that we're going to talk about tonight. That our government is doing. So we are going to go back to our resident AI. We have not featured that in a little while now. But before we get there, we got some more good news, my people. The United States government have lowered their travel advisory to another level down, meaning that they have deemed Jamaica completely safe to travel to, as they have deemed Jamaica as a completely safe location for tourists coming from their country to come to Jamaica. So that is another good news this evening, my people. See? So listen to this. We're going to go to JIS. So JIS is usually where I get my stuff from. So I would implore you guys to follow JIS either on
I
YouTube.
didn't understand that.
Follow JIS either on Instagram or on YouTube. See? So listen to this, my people.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, January 22, 2026.
Before we get into that, let me just roll out some more shout-outs. You know, a long time we don't roll out the entire shout-out them, so we don't want nobody feel left out still. Seeing who was the last person I shout out? I believe it was probably Ryan. I think it was Ryan. Or was it Kingsley? It could have been Winsome. Mama Winsome. So Father Bertie, big up yourself. June, big up. Meloni, big up yourself. Winford, big up yourself. It's Woo, big up yourself. Beverly Clark, Mary Daly. Sylvan, big up yourself. I can't remember if I shout out Anita Earlford, but big up. Jem, big up yourself. Jakey, big up yourself. Khaleesi, big up yourself. Patrick, big up yourself. Corinne, big up yourself. Who else is here? Lifestyle Politics, big up yourself. Dwayne, big up yourself. Dahlia, big up yourself. Mario, big up yourself. Jai McLean, big up. Pauline James, big up yourself. Good evening. So we are going to go to the clip. And the phone lines are going to be open this evening, my people. So no feel free to call in if you don't want to. You know? So listen to this. More good news for Jamaica.
Dr. Andrew Holness has welcomed the recent upgrade of Jamaica's travel advisory level 3 to level 2 by the U.S. Department of State. Dr. Holness says this positive development reflects the country's sustained improvements in public safety and security.
Don't give me some more green heart from my government, no man. Oh, no, move, sir. Eh? Don't give me some more green heart from my government. They are building Jamaica stronger. See? So they deserve it. Don't give me some green heart in the comment section from my government.
He also underscores the importance of the upgrade tourism, investor confidence, and people-to-people exchanges between both nations. During a telephone conversation on the weekend with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the United States committed its support for broader regional economic and security priorities, with Prime Minister Holness outlining the government's comprehensive security strategy. A shared commitment was reaffirmed by the United States and Jamaica to combating drugs and firearms trafficking, transnational organized crime, and emerging regional security threats. Both Prime Minister Holness and Secretary Rubio agreed to maintaining close engagement to strengthen long-standing partnership in pursuit of shared democratic values and mutual prosperity. With the new budget cycle approaching, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is leading government discussions to finalize critical road projects for the upcoming fiscal year. An extensive meeting was held with the National Works Agency NWA and the National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited NROC on Tuesday. Both agencies presented a comprehensive document outlining projects already completed as well as those to be undertaken and completed. Dr. Holness pointed out that preparation for projects began from as early as October last year.
The work involves the presentation of the plans for the upcoming financial year, and those plans include what new highways we're going to build, new roads we're going to repair, new bridges, and essentially all the civil works needed to ensure that Jamaica has a world-class infrastructure.
Dr. Holness says a priority listing of projects will be created from the outcome of the meeting. He also indicates that high focus remains on the strategic delivery of the SPARK program, expansion of primary road networks. Climate resilience and quality engineering are prioritized to ensure national infrastructure stands the test.
It's one pool of capital funds, and each capital project has to compete for that pool. So projects that are in an advanced state of readiness, those projects are more likely to get claimed on the capital budget. So that process actually starts here in terms of us refining what are the projects that will get into that pool.
Prospective beneficiaries of government's ROOFs initiative are being urged to remain vigilant against individuals who may seek to exploit the program.
So before we hear about roof, I just want to segue back a little bit about the passports. So, your Jamaican passport can now take you to 192 destinations where you do not need a visa. See? So Jamaica have, a diplomatic relationship with those countries, those 190 countries. So I want to implore Jamaicans, stop going to embassy line, go line up in a sun whole day to go America and Canada and in country there, and appear disrespect to people them. Go on to Mexico, go look. Go on to Guatemala. Go on to Dominica. Go on to Turkey. Go to the Philippines. Go to Japan. Go somewhere. Go look other than America. America is not the only country in the world, my people. See? So there's plenty of places that Jamaicans can go now where we do not need visas. See? So now go and go take a look. And allow America. Left America alone until Donald Trump gone. See? We continue to listen to
All right. I'm
the good news.
To Andrew Holness at the recent launch, as he highlighted the rapid advancement of AI and its capacity to generate scenarios that are not true.
We have to be absolutely careful that there is no hijacking of a program like this that could have persons being caught paying for receiving the grant, for example. Because there are such scams out there where an unsuspecting person may be caught up in a scheme to say, let me help you to get the $500,000 grant.
The restoration of owner or occupant family shelters roofs is one of 6 components of the Shelter Recovery Program. This program aims to restore safe, living conditions for homeowners impacted by Hurricane Melissa. The Prime Minister reiterates that the Ministry of Labour and Social Security remains the sole agency responsible for administering the program.
There is no intermediary. I want to make that point clear. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security is not hiring anyone, any agent, any intermediary to help you to get the grant. So if it comes to you, or you may see something on any of the social media suggesting this, please dismiss it.
On the roofs, tiered grants ranging from $75,000 to $500,000 will be allocated based on the extent of damage sustained by each beneficiary's home. Disbursement of the grants is scheduled to commence at the end of January.
Guys, there's 196 of us who ask for 100 thumbs up per live. We'll see if you can get me to 100. We need 40 more thumbs up. So 40 people, just double tap the phone screen and do subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Please share the live. These are actual factual information. These are information that you won't find on traditional news media such as TVJ, CVM, The Gleaner, those print media companies. They are skewed. They are in the back pocket of Bucky Massa. See, the man that owns The Gleaner is Mark Golding's best friend. So because of that, those news companies that is under his management, they will not carry these actual factual information. So persons like me have to go and dig it up where it is and come and give it to you guys. See, so you need to help me spread the word. So you share the live and share the information. See?
Government is taking steps to further strengthen Jamaica's compliance with international anti-money laundering standards and improve the country's ability to share financial intelligence across borders. To this end, the House of Representatives has approved amendments to the Financial Investigations Division Act. The bill was piloted on Tuesday by Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Favour Williams.
So, I want to explain something to you where you never see coming. So here what now. Andrew Holness is always under scrutiny because he's the Prime Minister. Because of that scrutiny, we had the whole Integrity Commission saga. Who was not under scrutiny was Mark Golding, who, gave over all his assets and put them in his children's name and then build a company off Jamaica shore and put them somewhere else. See? However, Jamaican laws did not allow for him to have to present those information. Now, my government has developed a chess move where they have gone and amended this FID Act, and that will force him to have to tell us now what he owns outside of Jamaica. So this is why I want to hear him in a parliament where they ball say, this or that or Ray, because he knows that now he will have to come and tell us all of what he owns outside of Jamaica. So big up my government to not give the government some more green heart. Chess move by my government.
She says the changes are critical to ensuring the Financial Investigations Division, FID, operates with the independence required under global best practice standards.
The bill to amend the Financial Investigations Division Act is an important amendment which seeks to ensure that the FID exchanges information with its regulatory and investigative counterpart in an independent manner necessary to carry out investigations, while at the same time ensuring that the proper protocols and accountability are in place for such disclosures.
The Financial Investigations Division is responsible for financial investigations, intelligence collection, database management, asset seizure and forfeiture, and collaboration with foreign law enforcement agencies. Under the existing law, the Chief Technical Director of the FID must obtain ministerial approval before entering into memoranda of understanding with local or international investigative agencies. The amendment removes that requirement, allowing the FID to establish information sharing arrangements independently while maintaining oversight and accountability safeguards.
Now, if my government was so corrupt and they had something to hide, why would they give the FID that power? And that power will allow the FID to share information with the United States, with Canada, with Britain, with the EU, with foreign agencies. So if they were so corrupt and they had something hiding, and if the Prime Minister was so corrupt and had something hiding, why would they pass and make this amendment into law? Somebody tell me. Want to give me some more green heart for my government there.
Minister Williams says the reform is essential to safeguarding Jamaica's international standing.
This amendment is also critical to ensure that FID continues to be eligible for membership in the Egmont Group and complies with the international standards of the Financial Action Task Force, thus improving Jamaica's rating specifically as it relates to Recommendation 40, which deals with international cooperation.
The Edgemont Group is a global network of financial intelligence units that facilitates cooperation in the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing. Minister of Mining Floyd Green is reporting that 2 bauxite ore bodies are currently being mined in Manchester, with operations active in Porus and Victoria Town. Providing an update in Parliament on Tuesday.
Come on, guys, we still not hit the 100 thumbs up yet, you know. We're gonna get me to at least 90 then. We reach a 90, we ask for the next 10. So there's 77 so far. I'm gonna see if we can get me to 90 thumbs up. There's 201 of us. Big up Father that night. Marvelin, big up yourself. Feline, good evening. Who else is here? Mama Marcia Monroe, good evening as well. Jacqueline, Salman, big up yourself. You know, and anybody when we miss out. Angela Green, big up yourself. You know, Michael Lewis, big up as well. Jai Joman, big up on yourself, you know. See?
The minister revealed that as of January 9, 2026, approximately 2.6 hectares of land were actively under mining operations. The information was shared in response to questions on the state of the mining sector from Member of Parliament for Southern Manchester, Peter Bunting. Minister Green also addressed concerns about land used to support mining activities.
An estimated 32 hectares were used for haul roads during the period. The roads will remain in use for after mining for agriculture, subdivisions, and community expansion.
He also disclosed that roughly 2,100 hectares of bauxite deposits remained available for mining within the geographic area of Special Mining Lease, SML.
Big up in the money. Carlin, big up yourself. Good evening.
130.
Jamaica acknowledges that a total of 31 farmers are currently utilizing 219.34 hectares of bauxite lands within the SML for agricultural purposes. However, there has been no active leasing program in place for several years. Plans are underway to revamp and relaunch the program in 2026.
Meanwhile, the Jamaica Bauxite Institute is managing smaller parcels of land under its Midlands program, which involves former Reynolds properties used for tenant farming. Under that program, 33 hectares are available for lease, with 16.2 hectares currently leased to 2 farmers within SML 130. In total, the minister says 235.54 hectares of land within the mining lease area are presently occupied by tenant farmers. And finally, just 3 months after Hurricane Melissa caused shortages and increased prices, consumers are already feeling relief at the markets, with significant reductions in vegetable and fruit prices now taking effect. During a media briefing on Tuesday, Agriculture Minister Floyd Green reported that prices on several key produce items had fallen by 14% to as much as 77%. Watermelon is one of the most notable examples, with prices dropping by 63% from $880 to $330 per kilogram.
You know, as they said that I think me and Shanice go to market and Shanice wanted melon, and the price of the melon was so much, and I tell her, I said, buy, you know, just buy it because you want it. And she said, no, me not buy it too much. I can't remember how much they sell the melon for though, but I remember that instance as the news reader say, you know, watermelon have fallen. So Shanice love melon. So the melon gone down, baby. You can start buying melon now.
Scotch bonnet peppers, which had been in short supply, have begun returning to the market, resulting in a 20% reduction in price. Additional price cuts include a 33% reduction in pumpkin, 20% in sweet pepper, and 40% in carrot.
Across a number of lines, the consumers are feeling good because they are seeing what they would deem more affordable fresh produce. However, this stage of the recovery has to be managed carefully because we have to ensure that markets can absorb what the farmers are producing so that our farmers can invest again.
Meanwhile, the minister announced a special yam farmer support program for growers located in hilly terrains. This will focus on soil testing to determine nutrient levels following the passage of Hurricane Melissa.
We wanted to ensure that the soil still had the same nutrient content and to design our fertilizer regime, our nutritional regime, to particularly cater to what we were seeing. So we're going to start this month distributing 5,130 bags of granular fertilizer towards our yam farmers.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry.
So as we transition into the other segment where we will be talking about some mega programs, some mega projects that is going on in Jamaica and is slated for completion this year. And as far as I know, they are still, on the books to be done. So we're going to be talking about that. But before we get there, Monica, big up yourself. Elroy, big up yourself. I would have talked to you guys on many occasions about, my respect for Andrew Holness and what he have done for our country, and Andrew Holness himself would have made it known that while he was young, most of his friends have migrated and started lives abroad, but he was duty bound. He was called by God to serve the Jamaican people, and he have served us with dignity for almost 30 years now. He has given his entire youth and adult to our nation, and I have noticed that the disrespect is still coming from certain people, but not so much anymore. We have noticed that it has calmed down a little bit. And this man should be respected. He has done great things for our nation. And if you say you love Jamaica, and if you are a true patriot, you would agree with me in saying that Andrew Holness have done wonders for our country, have taken it from the brink of collapse. And he has given us pride. He has given back the Jamaican people, its dignity. We have gotten back our wings. We are now soaring to new heights. The last time Jamaica was this productive was in the 60s, in the 1960s. Can you believe it? And Jamaica is now. And if the storm never came and destroyed half the island, Jamaica had grown 5%. And 5% is more than the United States have grown for the last 10 years. 5% is more than what the UK have grown in the last 10 years. 5% is more than what Canada have grown in the last 10 years. That is where Andrew Holness have built the economy to. Just before this hurricane, the Jamaican economy grew 5.1%. Can you believe it? We have not seen those growth since the 1960s, my people. Jamaica is bouncing back and we're coming back stronger. See? So big up with Prime Minister. I'm gonna give me some more green heart from the Prime Minister. He deserve it, my people, and he deserve our respect. And all our people them will continue for disrespect with Prime Minister. We know we're on ourselves. We're not gonna live to see him.
Jamaica's biggest projects aren't just under construction. They're quietly reshaping the nation, ranked from 10 to the one that changes everything. This documentary explores Jamaica's biggest mega projects, completing or advancing toward completion by 2026. These developments span roads, hospitals, water systems, transport, and public spaces. Each project reveals how infrastructure investment is changing daily life, improving resilience, and redefining national priorities. Let's start with number 10, Montego Bay Perimeter Road. The Montego Bay Perimeter Road is one of the most ambitious transportation upgrades Jamaica has attempted in decades. Located in St. James.
No, I heard the PNP saying that this was Portia Simpson Miller's it was one of Portia Simpson Miller's policy to do this road. And and Andrew Holness is acting as if it is his. No more want to listen when they started this road. See? So the old Montego Bay Road, which now is full of pothole. You see the road when you drive we coming from Westmoreland and come through Boga and turn left and go up and then turn right we go towards the airport we go up Pier 1. You see the road there? Porsche seems to me like the one who made we fixed the road there. And I worst thing that ever. There's always full of traffic and right now the road nyanga a pay hole in a hit so they're not really good. And the bridge that they build there, sometimes when me drive by me hear it car go boom. Me can hear say one shallow piece of iron there pan that soon tear down. So thank God we are building the perimeter road because somebody soon jump in at the hole there. Remember say me tell you no. See? We continue to listen. But listen when they say this road started.
This project was launched through a design-build agreement in 2016, setting out to solve long-standing congestion problems in the country's tourism capital. By late 2025, construction progress reached roughly 80%, placing the road on schedule for a May 2026 completion. This project carries a price tag of 374 million United States dollars, making it one of the largest single road investments in Jamaica's history. At its core is a 15.1 kilometer bypass that redirects heavy traffic away from Montego Bay's dense urban center. For residents and visitors alike, this road is designed to transform how the city moves. One of the most striking features is the Montego River Bridge. It now stands as the largest bridge ever constructed in Jamaica. Its sheer scale reflects the engineering ambition behind the
Big up in a melody. Good evening. Done it. Big up yourself as well.
Project. Alongside the bypass, the development includes the Long Hill Bypass and the rehabilitation of Barnett Street and West Green Avenue.
So for persons who live along Long Hill and for persons who traverse Long Hill and know that in the evenings, you know, leaving out of Montego Bay and going up Long Hill can be a natural disaster like Gilbert or Melissa or Beryl. The government is also working on a bypass for Long Hill. The government is going to build a road. They're building a ring road, as a matter of fact, right around the island, from Moran Point to Negril Point. So that is how it would look at the end of it. See?
Two corridors that have carried decades of wear and congestion. Perhaps the most unexpected element is the introduction of Jamaica's first open road tolling system. Instead of traditional toll booths, vehicles will be charged electronically while moving at normal speeds. This single feature is expected to dramatically reduce traffic bottlenecks and idle time, cutting emissions and frustration in equal measure. This road is not just concrete and steel. It represents a shift towards smarter
So we have a bridge in England called the Dartford Bridge. And this is how the toll works. It has camera on it. And when I drive through it, anytime before 12 in the night time, in the AMs, see? So if you drive anywhere before that time, then you have to pay, I believe, £2 or £3, but you pay it online. So when you drive through it, it reads a number plate and you go home and you pay online. So you know, so you drive through it, so when you go home, you pay the £3 online. See, so that is how that will work, my people.
Infrastructure and modern traffic management. And yet, as massive as this project is, the next one reaches even further across the island. Number 9, Spark Road Rehabilitation Program. The Spark Road Rehabilitation Program is Jamaica's largest infrastructure investment ever undertaken. Spanning all 63 constituencies, this nationwide effort began formally in December 2024, when contracts were signed to accelerate long-delayed road improvements.
I guess this was also in the PNP pipeline, although the PNP have not seen government since 2016, but I guess this was also in their pipeline if you listen to their bloggers and their surrogates. But anyway, we continue to listen, because everything Andrew do, a PNP didn't have in their pipeline, even though PNP reigned for 19 consecutive years and did not build one road. See? But now, they're alive, them build one leg of highway 2000. We're not telling no lie upon them, people. Anyway, we continue to listen.
By early 2025, construction crews were active on dozens of roads simultaneously. As of March 2025, work was underway on 78 roadways, with more scheduled to follow in rapid phases. The total investment stands at 45 billion Jamaican dollars, targeting over 600 priority roads across the country. This is not a single highway or corridor. It is a comprehensive overhaul of how Jamaicans move within their communities. Most of the funding, 36 billion Jamaican dollars, is dedicated to direct road rehabilitation. These works address broken surfaces, drainage failures, and unsafe driving conditions that have impacted daily life for years. But Spark goes beyond asphalt. 5 billion Jamaican dollars is allocated to water infrastructure upgrades, including pipeline installations that will reduce leaks and service interruptions. Another 2 billion Jamaican dollars is reserved for water mains replacement, modernizing aging systems beneath the roads themselves. This integrated approach means roads are not rebuilt only to be dug up again months later. It is long-term planning designed to last. The program also incorporates fiber optic infrastructure, quietly preparing communities for improved digital connectivity. Beyond physical upgrades, Spark is projected to generate around 13,000 jobs over its construction period, injecting income into local economies island-wide. Construction is expected to span 2 years, followed by a defects liability period to ensure quality. The scale is unprecedented. Yet even this sweeping national effort is only a prelude to a project that directly touches one of Jamaica's most critical resources. Number 8, Rio Cobre Water Treatment Plant. The Rio Cobre Water...
By the way, you know, because it is AI reading it, people might think it is false. It is not false, it is not fake. You can find this information on all government websites. Go on JIS, you will find all of this. If you follow Andrew Holness, if you follow Robert Nesta Morgan, if you follow Christopher Tufton, you follow Dr. Horace Chang, you follow Darrell Vaz, you will find all of these things. All of the cabinet minister, just follow them on IG and you'll find all of these information for yourself. So you don't have to take it from me. You don't have to say, look on the liar labor right, boy. These are actual factual information. We see the Morant Bay urban center. We saw that. They built that and it was open. So we see it with our own eye. We saw the highway in Morant Bay. You can see the highway being built in Montego Bay. You have driven, many of us going to Kingston have driven on the highway when I get to Clarendon straight into Kingston. So it is not like we're lying. It is happening. The government is going to build a dam from Chilani that will take pump water from Chilani into Montego Bay, into Hanover, straight into Westmoreland. So a lot of places in Westmoreland that don't have water leak and pipe water gone sometime, the government is working to fix all of that so you constantly have water. See? There's some mains that the Prime Minister changed in Kingston probably about 2-3 years ago. Those mains was in from almost colonial time for 200 years. And it is this Prime Minister that came and changed those mains. So water could go into places like Port Royal and surrounding communities. See? So
I didn't understand.
All of the Prime Minister them that came before did not do it. See?
The Rio Cobre Water Treatment Plant is rising in Content, St. Catherine, and it addresses a challenge Jamaicans know all too well: water security. Ground was broken in March 2024, launching a 2-year construction timeline that targets completion by March 2026. With a cost of 77 million United States dollars, this facility will become Jamaica's second largest water treatment plant. Its daily production capacity is set at 15 million imperial gallons, a volume capable of transforming supply reliability for hundreds of
Yes, Mama Marcia, from Manchester straight into Kingston.
thousands of people. The plant is being delivered through a public-private partnership involving the National Water Commission and a consortium of private entities. This structure reflects a growing trend toward shared risk and expertise in large-scale infrastructure delivery. Once operational, the facility is expected to benefit approximately 600,000 residents across Kingston, St. Andrew, Spanish Town, and Portmore. These are areas that have historically faced water shortages, particularly during drought periods. The new plant is designed to dramatically reduce the need for emergency water trucking, an expensive and
Big up on yourself. We got to 100 thumbs up. So big up all 100 of you guys who gave me 100 thumbs up. Much love, much respect. See, 101 now. So big up the extra person that just gave an extra thumbs up.
Disruptive stopgap measure. Beyond capacity, the project introduces modern treatment processes that improve water quality and system resilience. It is not just about more water. It is about dependable water, delivered consistently, even under stress. As critical as water security is, Jamaica is also investing in spaces that support climate resilience and community well-being. And one project is redefining what a public park can be. Number 7, Portmore Resilience Park. Portmore Resilience Park is a bold reimagining of urban green space. Located at Lot 26 in the Portmore Town Center, construction began in February 2025. By March of that year, the project had already reached the halfway mark, with an opening targeted for late 2025. The park represents a 4.4 billion Jamaican dollar investment and spans 21.5 acres. It is designed as a climate-smart facility that blends recreation, education, and economic opportunity in one integrated space. The park will feature educational exhibits focused on climate change, conservation, and sustainability. These installations are intended to inform and inspire, particularly in a densely populated urban area vulnerable to climate impacts. Recreational zones and sports facilities form another major component, offering safe and accessible spaces for physical activity. In addition, 3 acres are allocated for commercial development, creating room for small businesses and community vendors to operate within the park environment. During construction, the project is expected to create 400 jobs, with 70 permanent positions once operations begin. More than a park, this development is positioned as a wellness hub, supporting mental health, physical activity, and environmental awareness. Portmore Resilience Park signals how infrastructure can serve multiple purposes at once. And yet, as impressive as this green investment is, Jamaica's most resource-intensive projects are unfolding within its healthcare system. Number 6, Spanish Town.
So we don't really talk much about healthcare and the new changes that are happening in healthcare. So I'm going to do a special live on that so we can show persons what is happening in healthcare, my people. See? Big up yourself, Desiree.
Hospital redevelopment. The redevelopment of Spanish Town Hospital marks a
Lilith, big up yourself as well. Good evening. Jacqueline, good evening as well.
Turning point for healthcare in St. Catherine. Originally built over 70 years ago, the hospital has long struggled to meet the needs of a growing population. Groundbreaking for its transformation took place in 2023, launching a multi-year effort to rebuild it into a modern Type A regional hospital.
70 years ago, can anybody tell me who was the government of Jamaica when Spanish Town Hospital was built? 70 years ago. Anybody have any idea?
By May 2025, construction had advanced through groundworks and into the first floors of a new 6-story building. Completion is targeted for the first quarter of 2027, placing it just beyond the 2026 window, but firmly within the current wave of mega project delivery. The investment stands at 5.5 billion Jamaican dollars for the hospital alone, within a broader 10 billion Jamaican dollar commitment to health infrastructure across St. Catherine. The new structure spans more than 17,000 square meters and is designed to house advanced clinical and diagnostic services. Planned features include an expanded accident and emergency department, additional operating theaters, MRI and CT scanning facilities, and modern X-ray services. Specialty wards will support a wider range of treatments, while...
So yes, it is the Jamaica Labour Party who built the Spanish Town Hospital. Although we were not yet independent 70 years ago, we had self-governance. So it was, between Bustamante and Norman Manley. They would people would vote in either or either for a period of time. But, you know, we were self-governing then. And 70 years ago, it is the Jamaica Labour Party who built the Spanish Town Hospital. They built the Cornwall Regional Hospital. They built the Noel Holmes Hospital. They built the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital and several others. I believe 2 others in that time, 70 years ago, the people. So it is the Jamaica Labour Party that builds this country. And by the way, the PNP have never, ever, not even one, built a hospital in Jamaica. Not even one. None of the hospital them in Jamaica, the PNP can claim to build not one of them. And only 4 schools in Jamaica the PNP can claim to build. And it is the 4 schools that was given to them by Cuba. See? Every other one is either charity billy and then they go cut ribbon, or they were left by the colonial government. PNP have never built a school in Jamaica. Every other one we built, even in a PJ time, they were built by a charitable organization, and he went there to cut ribbon. And him Billy, bill with government money, charity, places like the EU and other places like that,
An integrated electronic health record system will modernize patient care delivery. An e-care pilot program is also embedded into the design, signaling a shift toward digital health integration. Funded through the Health Systems Strengthening Program, this redevelopment is supported by international financing partnerships focused on long-term system resilience. This hospital represents a foundational upgrade. But it is not the only healthcare mega project nearing completion. The next facility carries a history unlike any other. Number 5, Cornwall Regional Hospital Rehabilitation. Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay stands at the center of one of the most complex healthcare rehabilitation efforts Jamaica has ever attempted. The project traces back to 2016, when serious air quality issues were discovered inside the existing facility, forcing a partial closure and exposing the scale of structural and mechanical problems.
When you hear when that did fine, when you hear when they find a problem now, the PLP they say they did have this in a pipeline to do as well. When you hear one time the government find the problem them and decide to rebuild the hospital because it is a complete rebuild. I have been there myself. And I have been to tour it. I've been inside of it. And they have completely gutted it, completely bare down the wall and a belly back and a restructure it. So, although it is an upgrade, it is a rebuild. That is what I saw when I was on the ground. Father Bertie, big up yourself. Ian, big up yourself. Harold, big up yourself. Myrtle, big up yourself. Pastor Black, big up yourself as well. Who else is here? Caroline Clark, big up yourself. Bernard, big up yourself as well. Good evening.
Hidden within the building. What followed was not a simple renovation. It became a full-scale rehabilitation valued at 23.5 billion Jamaican dollars. By October 2025, the project had entered its 3rd and final phase, with phased reopening already underway since April 2025. Full completion is targeted for the first quarter of 2026. The scope of work is enormous. Entire sections of the hospital have been stripped down and rebuilt to meet modern safety and medical standards. New operating theaters are being installed, designed to support advanced surgical procedures. The accident and emergency department has been expanded to handle higher patient volumes more efficiently, reducing wait times and overcrowding. A fully modern maternity suite is part of the redevelopment, offering improved facilities for mothers and newborns. Intensive care units are being rebuilt with updated ventilation, monitoring systems, and infection control measures. Administrative offices are also included, supporting better hospital management and coordination. Every piece of medical equipment is being newly installed, from diagnostic tools to life support systems. The rehabilitation is being carried out in carefully managed phases, allowing some departments to reopen and serve patients while construction continues elsewhere. This approach minimizes service disruption while maintaining safety. Once complete, Cornwall Regional Hospital is expected to stand among the most modern healthcare facilities in the Caribbean. It represents not just recovery from crisis, but a reset for healthcare delivery in Western Jamaica. Yet even this major hospital upgrade is only part of a broader medical transformation unfolding nearby. Number 4, Western Children and Adolescent Hospital. Rising within the Cornwall Regional...
This is a brand new hospital, so this is one being added to the fleet that we already have. Should I say fleet? Fleet are vehicles, but you know, I don't know what I say. This is a new one being added. So for persons who don't know this, there's a brand new hospital right beside the Cornwall Regional Hospital. You can walk from one to the other, and this one will serve, you know, children and adolescents. You know.
Hospital compound is a facility unlike any other in the English-speaking Caribbean. The Western Children and Adolescent Hospital is designed to be the region's first purpose-built hospital dedicated entirely to children and young people. Construction began in phases starting in 2021. By February 2025, 800 million Jamaican dollars had been allocated to push the project through its final stages during the 2025 and 2026 fiscal period. The total investment stands at approximately 5.7 billion Jamaican dollars. The hospital will feature 220 beds spread across 7 stories. Its design supports 12 specialized medical services, including pediatric cardiology, child and adolescent psychiatry, and comprehensive care for patients up to 18 years old. This specialization fills a critical gap in Jamaica's healthcare system. Beyond patient wards, the complex includes a 60-room residential facility for health professionals. This component is designed to attract and retain specialized staff, ensuring continuous, high-quality care. Structural work for the main hospital building, nurses' residence, morgue, and underground water tanks has already been completed. Final construction phases focus on exterior cladding, interior finishes, and the installation of advanced medical equipment. Once operational, the hospital will serve children across Western Jamaica, reducing the need for families to travel long distances for specialized pediatric care. This facility represents...
So persons won't have to leave Westmoreland and go all the way to Bustamante now. You know, you can travel to Montego Bay instead. And they're fixing the road. So when the new road is completed, you know, you will now be able to traverse between Savlamar and Montego Bay in half an hour, in 30 minutes. See? So, big up my government to give me some more green heart for my government. I was told that there will be a burn unit in this hospital as well. So, you know, oftentimes fire and we people then get burned up. We have to raise 13, 14, 18, 22 million to send them to New York or send them to Miami to get specialist care. Now we will have our own burn unit. This hospital and a lot of the new hospital, especially the Spanish Town Hospital, they will have a helicopter landing pad on top of it as well. So the copter can land, air ambulance can land. So 2 out of the 6 helicopters that the government bought the other day, 2 of them can be converted into air ambulances, my people. See, and I am sure, you know, private companies will come in with their air ambulance as well. So Jamaica is moving in the right direction.
I'm not sure how to answer.
Under this government.
This facility represents a generational investment. It signals a commitment to child health that extends far beyond bricks and mortar. And still, healthcare expansion continues further east, closer to Jamaica's fastest-growing urban communities. Number 3, Greater Portmore Health Center expansion. The Greater Portmore Health Center expansion is a targeted response to population growth in one of Jamaica's most densely populated areas. Located in St. Catherine, the project officially began in December 2024 with a groundbreaking ceremony and...
I want to hear when them project are bigger, you know, because PNP got try to say I did for them and we thief, yeah, we are thief, but at them are always thief. All the while when they come to power, Jamaica don't build, they don't see nothing for build, so all they do is sit down and thief the money and not do nothing and make a place mash up back. That's all they do. So, I want to listen when they say them project can start.
Contract signing. The expansion carries a budget of 660 million Jamaican dollars and is being executed by an international construction firm under Jamaica's health system's strengthening program. Completion is expected in 2026, aligning with broader health infrastructure upgrades across the parish. Once expanded, the facility will be classified as a Type 5 comprehensive health center. The new structure spans 1,252 square meters, significantly increasing service capacity and functionality. Dedicated spaces are being built for X-ray imaging, laboratory services, and oral rehydration therapy. Isolation rooms will improve infection control, while specialized areas for asthma treatment and diabetic retinopathy screening address prevalent chronic conditions. Physiotherapy units, administrative offices, training areas, and a conference room are also included. Staff facilities are being upgraded to support longer operating hours and improved service delivery. The goal is simple but transformative. Residents of Greater Portmore will no longer need to travel routinely to Spanish Town or Kingston for primary and intermediate healthcare services. This reduces pressure on larger hospitals while bringing care closer to home. This expansion is part of a wider $10 billion Jamaican dollar health investment in St. Catherine. And as primary care capacity grows, attention is also being directed toward building entirely new health centers where none existed before. Number 2. Old Harbor and St. Jago Park Health Centers construction. 2 major health center construction projects are advancing in St. Catherine, one in Old Harbor and the other in St. Jago Park. Together, they form a key part of Jamaica's $4 billion Jamaican dollar investment under the Prevention and Care Management of Non-Communicable Diseases Project. Construction.
So, our government a fix crime. They're going to fix the roads. They're fixing healthcare. And they have stabilized the Jamaican economy, my people. We will bounce back from this hurricane. And we will be back stronger than ever before. I'm going to take it, I'm telling you. So all I will have run off them beak. And then like negative news. So because they say crime are fixed and certain things are fixed, they might say, yeah, but healthcare, me have to go to hospital, go wait. Show me one place in the world where you go and go to hospital and get through same time. Liar tell. Soon come head move to and go. Anyway, we continue to listen.
Activities began during the 2024 to 2025 period, with both facilities projected to reach approximately 40% completion by March 2026. The Old Harbor Health Center carries a budget of 930 million Jamaican dollars, while the St. Jago Park facility is valued at 704 million Jamaican dollars. The St. Jago Park Center is being upgraded from a Type 3 to a Type 5 comprehensive facility. This change dramatically expands the range of services offered. Planned additions include dentistry, mental health care, diabetic retinopathy screening, laboratory services, and fully remodeled clinical spaces. The Old Harbor facility is designed as a modern comprehensive health center from the ground up. Its scale reflects the rapid population growth in the area and the need for accessible, high-quality primary care. Both centers aim to reduce patient overload at Spanish Town Hospital by providing effective frontline care within local communities. This decentralized approach improves health outcomes while lowering travel costs and wait times for patients. These projects reflect a strategic shift. Healthcare is no longer concentrated only in major hospitals. It is being distributed closer to where people live. And while clinics and hospitals form the backbone of public health, mobility and clean energy are shaping Jamaica's future in another powerful way. Number 1. Compressed natural gas bus fleet expansion. At the top of the list is Jamaica's compressed natural gas bus fleet expansion, a project that touches millions of lives daily. Launched initially as a pilot in 2018, the initiative accelerated rapidly between 2024 and 2025 as part of a broader clean energy and public transport strategy. By June 2025, 63 new CNG buses had arrived, bringing the operational fleet to approximately 350 units. Since 2023, more than 170 new buses have been delivered to the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, with commitments in place for a total of 330 buses by the 2026 fiscal year. The total investment stands at roughly 3 billion Jamaican dollars. Each bus costs about 200,000 United States dollars and runs on natural gas instead of diesel. This shift reduces harmful emissions and significantly lowers fuel costs, with CNG priced at roughly one-third the cost of diesel. Supporting infrastructure is a critical part of the project. A fueling station in Portmore is already operational, capable of servicing 150 buses daily. A second fueling facility is under construction at the Spanish Town Depot, expanding capacity and operational flexibility. The initiative also prioritizes inclusivity. 10 of the buses are specially equipped to accommodate persons with disabilities, improving access to public transportation across the Kingston Metropolitan Transport Region and beyond. Beyond environmental benefits, the project generates fuel savings, reduces maintenance costs, and creates jobs linked to vehicle operation and infrastructure management. It aligns directly with Jamaica's climate commitments and signals a long-term shift towards sustainable urban mobility. Together, these 10 megaprojects reveal a nation investing boldly in its future. Roads, hospitals, water systems, public spaces, and clean transport are being reshaped at a scale rarely seen before. If this breakdown added clarity and value, support the...
So, this is just the tip of the iceberg, people. The government have completed a facility where if your child, have a disability, you can then take that child to that facility and get that child diagnosed with, whatever disorder, ADHD, all of that. We have also, for the last year and a half or 2 years, completed a forensic, what do I call it now? We have our own forensic suite, my people. Before, when a murder happens, we would have to take the ballistic report to New York or to Trinidad, to get back the result, to take it back to Jamaica, to the courts, and that used to hold up the court's time with a case. Now we have our own, government-run suite where we can test ballistic. We also have our own government pathology suite now. Before this government, we had to purchase natural gas for the hospitals, where we would have to purchase those from other countries. Now we produce our own natural gas. We have our own natural gas facility now, where we distribute from that facility to all hospitals across the island. So before, we would see people turning up at Savlamar Hospital with asthma and dying because there were no proper equipment or gas there to treat with those persons. Now this government has made the investment, and we are now having our own gas factory, basically. There are several things happening in this country. Not much is going on in the western side of the island, but look at things still are going there, not on the scale, but there's 2 hotels slated for Savlamar to be built. The government have plans to continue the highway from Manchester coming right into Negril. Yes, they do. We are going to rebuild the Savlamar Hospital as well. The Savlamar Clinic is going to be rebuilt. An airport is coming to Westmoreland. An urban center is coming to Westmoreland, Negril to be exact. There are several things slated to happen in Westmoreland as well. So the progress does not stop, up the line. It will eventually get to Westmoreland. The problem with Westmoreland people, they're very licky, and they can't wait for nothing, and you can't easily buy them. They have no integrity, my people. I feel my people, I can't tell you, they don't have no integrity. And this is why not much have been done in Westmoreland for many years, because instead of holding persons to what they said they would do or what they set out to do. For example, DUJON'S never campaigned on anything that he done. He never really campaigned on anything that he would do. He not even say in a campaign that he would fix any roads or anything. He never said none of that. He just literally go in, pay money, and the people then buy. They buy out the people them like that. So there's no surprise that garbage is all over the place. there's no surprise that none of the roads are being fixed because these people, they are gluttonous, they're craven, so you can't easily buy them. You know? I am going to open the lines now if anybody want to call in and commend the government. You know, we're not going to hold up a thing tonight. If not, we're going to end the live. So we can stay another 10 minutes and see if, you know, persons want to call in. And if not, you know, we will Nesta said the next leg of the highway from Manchester will be non-stop to Negril. Yes. So I am hoping when the budget is read, you know, that they will give a start date to that. You know, whole heap of liquor, whole heap of land is there, I should say, from probably Holland Bamboo coming straight to Westmoreland. You know, whole heap of coastline land is there where the government can build the highway. But, you know, we don't want the highway too close to the coastline either. We want it a little bit inland. The further inland it can be is the better, my people. See? So I got a message here, my people. I'm going to read it out. Somebody messaged me. They said, "Hey Dujan, good afternoon. I was giving you a link with hopes if I can get you to ask to keep me in mind in case you may know anyone who would be interested in my home for rent for a short or long-term stay. I think my home would be ideal for someone who is either in the process of building their own home in Jamaica, returnees, and trying to get things done here, or maybe a business professional as well. Anyone else, I am open for discussion, hoping that they would be an ideal fit. I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in a place called Stonebrook, Chilani. It's gated with fully fenced grill and 24/7 camera system around the entire house, with plenty of parking space in a very quiet middle upper class neighborhood. So this person is trying to rent out their home, my people. So if anybody is interested, please give me a link. Here's my number and I will pass you on to this individual. Seeing she's one of our avid watchers, you know. So if you are interested, just link me and I will put you on to her. You know, she have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath place that she want to rent to a professional. So if you're broke and no money, no bother. See? Cause this is a money thing. I love Chilani myself, and you know, I think I know where Stonebrook is. I think I've been in there myself in Stonebrook once upon a time, you know. So it is an upper middle class community, and you know, professionals, people with money, basically, you know. So nobody have calling. I'm going to end the live at this juncture. I really enjoyed this live tonight. I want to big up all 229 persons who are here. I want to big up all 139 persons that gave me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. I appreciate all of the love and support that you guys have been showing me over the time. Big up to all of the avid listeners of the channel. Big up to all of the silent listeners. Big up to everybody that, you know, have been reaching out to me and telling me what a good job I am doing. Much appreciated, much love and much respect. See, I will see you guys in the morning. Big up on yourself. Much love. show our labor rights.